Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy X. Last time we finished up the trial and the Cloister of Trials there in Ixion's cave there. And here we can start talking to a bunch of people here and get a few more items. It's rather rare in a game where you'll get this many items for talking to people throughout the game. Hello? Always welcome here. 2 high potion. I think there's one more. I think there's one more item I can get out here. You? I should spend it praying. There it is. The Now, if you remember talking to some of the NPCs in there, they actually didn't have enough potions. They ran out of potions. Yet now they have extra. Logic.
Off so early?
No.
Lady Yuna, you must be exhausted after working so hard last night. Will you be okay?
I'd be better if I could boil that chocobo.
I feel that I have rested enough, but thank you for your kindness. Will you be leaving too?
Yes. First we cross the Moonflow, and then we head north in search of chocobos to replace those we have lost.
Once we find chocobos, our mounted forces will ride again.
Okay.
Huh? Aren't you missing someone?
Oh, yeah.
Captain! Wait for me!
What took you so long? We're leaving.
You expect me to keep up with a chocobo?
Lady Yuna, I wish you good fortune. Elma, Clasco, let's go.
Okay, you're not doing any lip syncing.
Can't I just rest a sec?
Why did that line take
No
so
complaints.
long to deliver? Ah, whatever. Anyway, we've got all the items we need to. Yeah, remember those monkey guys for way later. Not in this game, but...
Where to next?
We cross the Moonflow.
the Moonflow.
Gotcha. Moonflow, baby, here we come.
Moonflow is actually pretty cool. Kind of needs a little more than it gets, but that's fine. Alright. So some of the items that we got around here, let's take a quick look. Last time we got this guy, the Variable Steel. At least I think it was last time. On the Jose High Road there. And that one will be useful later. You can do a bunch of things with it. It's really rare to get a weapon with 3 empty slots at this stage in the game. So make sure you have a good idea in your head of what you want to do with this before you choose to do anything with it. Yeah, that should be good. Keep you with that. The one weapon we got for you is the Halberd. Now, Magic plus 20 is really for like late game. It's rare to get it. Like, we got Magic plus 20 and HP plus 20 for Lulu there. It's rare to get those things early on in the game. So if you wanted to take Kamari down Lulu's path, then he would be able to keep up with her in terms of damage, even though he'd be a little bit behind. So there's that option there too, if you want that. Let's see here. If you're going to be continuing to go through the high road, you probably want Stoneproof on for a little while anyway. And here, can't remember when we got this, but this is probably the armor he'll have on for most of the next couple dungeons here. Let's see here. No, I don't need that one, so we'll just keep you on. Actually, you know what? I should probably buy that other weapon for you. The weapon we got in the chest there was the switch hitter in the inn there, so that's good. And we still don't have anything particularly useful for you. So I could go buy that other one, but I'm not going to. Now I'm going to do this whole road back off screen, but mainly as you're doing so, I would kill a few of the basilisks if you happen to run into them. The spot I tend to find them in is at this end. So if you run around here, you'll find a bunch of them. I would like to get a couple, maybe 2 or 3 if possible, pieces of armor that have Stone Ward on it, just so that I have them as an option later on. You don't particularly need it right now, but it would be nice to have as a resource. So anyway, I'm going to backtrack all the way to the other side, and if there are any items that I happen to miss, which I don't think I did, then I will pick them up and I'll cut to those. But if not, we'll head all the way back to the previous save point on the other side of the road there. Okay, we'll show off this battle. This is a rare encounter, and I will go over much later in the game when it actually is important, ways of farming this guy. But the Simurg, sure, why not? It's a very rare to find enemy. Now, if you can, and if you have steel at this point, I would steal from them, because I believe that they can drop something particularly useful. For me, I'm just going to slice and dice, kill a bunch of enemies, but because slice and dice will avoid armor, and it also avoids... Oh. Well, that's one way of doing things. But yeah, so those are really rare to find, those guys. Normally just hit them with Waka. They can inflict darkness, and you can steal, I think it's smoke bombs from them, if you happen to have steel at this point in the game. We don't have it yet, but we will get it relatively shortly. Okay, we got another new enemy here, so we might as well show these guys off. Bite bugs! Bite bugs are a right pain in the ass because they are fast and they inflict poison. I believe they're also... they're vulnerable to ice, so you can use a simple blizzard spell to take them out. Most of the flying enemies in the game are going to be resistant to magic, but bite bugs, not so much. So yeah, here's the Stone Gaze ability. Now, if you do get inflicted with that and get attacked successfully, you can be shattered, and then you'll be completely out of the battle. You only have 2 characters in your team. You can still switch in and out. Orin won't be one of those choices, but anyway there. Let's see here. Bring in Waka. Do I have Ice Strike? Don't I have Ice Strike with you? Yeah, there it is. And who should we bring in? We should bring in Yuna. And you can either use Asuna or a Soft to remove that there. Yeah, with that ball on, he should be able to overkill you guys. And we already had Yuna, so we'll bring Titus in.
Training, huh?
Yeah, training time. Let's head back.
Well then, what next?
Basically, just try not to get poisoned. That's your main strategy for this. I'm most of the way back. I'm actually back to the previous save point. I wanted to go back a little bit further off screen, but this will work. Close enough. Yeah, so there's the save point there on the other side of the road. And we do want to go back a little bit farther. Now, one of the guys I talked to, one of the NPCs there, he was saying that the Fiends are a little bit too active. On this side of the high road, you'll run into a lot of the same guys that you would normally run into in the Mushroom Rock Road. Oh, I don't have... I was looking for Blizzara, but I don't have that yet. I still got the overkill, that's fine. But saying that there were Fiends active around here, and it's best not to go back to Luca, so I'm not sure if you can head all the way back there right now. But the option is there for you if you want it. And bring in Kamari. Now, if you did the grinding at the very beginning of the game with Orin to get him Slayer, then using Kamari like this will be much better of a use for you, since you'll be able to spend time building up him. Like, he's already got Warrior, but we definitely want to get Slayer for him, and same with for Lulu. And we'd like to get it for Waka too. Unfortunately, he's not doing a lot of killing right now because he just doesn't have the damage for it. But we do want to get Slayer for all of our characters save for Yuna there. Because Yuna doesn't really need it. She's not going to do a lot of killing throughout the game. By now, you should be pretty good when it comes to your... you should be pretty good on your... The word I was looking for was spheres here. You may... I'm maxed out on mana and power, and catching up rather quickly on the speed spheres there. And we have probably enough ability spheres for the rest of the game, so never worry about them ever again. You'll be fine. But you may want to use Titus to use speed or drop speed or whatever the hell it is. Leaving their junk behind. It's in the way. Now we have to carry everything. But we can climb up here and we can head back this way. Now, like I was saying, I think... Yeah, there's a treasure chest here. I think that's pretty much the only reason to come back right now, because we don't have the ability to do anything else. I'm not sure if you can get back into Luca right now, but I know that at some point in the game, you'll be able to come back through here and get back on the boats and relearn the Jek Sphere, or learn the Jek Sphere if you failed to learn it before. That kind of stuff. There's nothing... Actually, there might be one other thing we can do here. I'll actually show that. Okay, we'll show this off since I was going to summon Ixion there to build up his overdrive. Just so that we see the animation there for the first time, since chances are we're only going to see this a couple of times throughout the game. So yeah, the lightning summon...
My name's Yuna. Pleased to meet you.
Has, you know, Ramuh's been replaced by Quetzalcoatl, and then Quetzalcoatl re-replaced by Ramuh, and now Ramuh's been replaced by Ixion. What is with them with the lightning summon and not being able to, like, what's wrong with Ramuh? Anyway, let's boost you up, just get it all figured out here. I cast darkness on him beforehand, so we should be fine. Just boost over and over again until we build up the overdrive. It's one thing you want to do as soon as you get any Aeon there is build up your overdrive. Go. Almost enough damage to kill it. And even overkilled it. Look at that. Not that they give much for experience, but oh well. Yeah, I'm not sure if they block us off from getting to any places in particular. Okay, I finished off that battle. Yeah, I've never actually decided to come back this early on, but I figured I'd at least show that you can come back somewhat early there today. And if you take this little pedestal up here, we have a statue of Lord Mihan in the middle of nowhere. And... they're not even going to let me talk to it? They're not even going to let me talk to it. Okay, that's fine. Just remember this area for later, because I'll come back here off screen, you know, way later in the game. I'll mention, you know, where it is and all that, but I won't do the whole travel here. Anyway, I'm going to head all the way back to Jose. I'm going to heal up, and then we can finally move forward. Okay, we're back. I did go back to the inn there, and I've gained a few levels as I was doing it. We'll do that toward the end of the episode here. But let's see here, and I did get the other Shimmering Blade there for Ornn. Other than that, I think everybody's still equipped pretty much the same. Let us move on. I didn't end up getting any more stone wards from the guys. As I was going through there, I was just trying to get them if I happen to get lucky enough. But oh well, no big loss. Okay. Before talking to you, yeah, it's up here. Ah, here we go. I got it. 3 level 1 key spheres. Not 1 level 3 key sphere, which would have been much, much better. I believe this guy is susceptible to a delay attack. What this does is it just delays his attack, and in this case it didn't work. You'll notice on the turn order on the right side there, it'll change. I don't think I can get anything from you, can I? No, not yet. Weak to fire, use Fira. Lots of damage. He can inflict poison. Also can use the Ochu dance since it is an Ochu, as you may expect. Let's see, we're going to use Suna on you. Status effects disappear after battle if I haven't mentioned it already. No, I already used Lancet on you. Waka. No. Ornn.
So be it.
And then Titus a shot. Now we'll bring in Waka, because this guy, if I remember correctly, is susceptible to sleep. Or it won't work. That's helpful too. Waka did learn the Slayer Overdrive mode a little while ago when I was off screen there, so that's going to be particularly helpful. Should probably set that to make it more useful. Think you can use silence on him too, maybe. Anyway, let's bring in Lulu, since she's doing the brunt of the damage here. If I haste you, you get a turn. There we go. Pretty sure sleep attack works on you. Yeah, that should be more than enough. Let's finish you off here. There we go. You can steal remedies from them, by the way. And we will be getting to do that relatively shortly here. Hello.
Good day, everyone. We can all learn a lesson from what has happened to the Crusaders. Only the truly faithful have a hope of defeating sin.
Seems to be the message that everyone's telling me we learned from this.
I'm thinking of going to Guado Salam.
It's either that or go back to Luca.
I have not spoken with the Guado for some time.
The road only goes one of two ways. It goes from Luca, through all the stuff we've been to Guado Salam. You literally don't have a choice.
I'm thinking of...
Yeah, shut up.
I have not spoken...
Shut up. Let me move, thank you. Oh, right. We have these guys.
I should have slept in this morning.
I feel your pain, buddy. Ah, treasure chest. I do notice the guy in blue there in the middle. Oh, come on. I was right half a step before the frickin' cutscene.
Look! One of Kimari's friends. Looks just like him.
He's not
What?
really our... What kind of delivery
Both
was that?
follow summoners on all fours. Hornless goatlings. Hornless! Hornless!
We don't see any goats in this game now that I think about it.
You come to insult Kimari? Wrong. We come to warn little Kimari.
Oh?
Summoners disappear. Never return. Next will be Kimari's summoner.
That sounds like a threat.
Oh, Kimari lost his horn. Next lose his summoner. Pitiful Kimari. Howl alone. Howl alone.
As you can tell, the Ronso speak kind of broken English. And are, you know...
Those two
whatever.
got something against you? What? They were just picking on you?
Kimari will deal with them.
And I'll help.
Kimari alone.
But,
It's Kimari's problem. You can't interfere. It's a rule.
What is with you and all these rules?
I'm worried.
Let the Ronso deal with Ronso problems, yeah? That's how it's always been.
I mean, I'm worried about those summoners disappearing.
They aren't just disappearing into thin air.
That's true.
hey, if we Guardians do our job, no problem, right?
Oh.
Confident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't come up against anything particularly challenging yet, so I don't blame him for his confidence. Expotion. I believe there's one more path off to the side before we get to the end, anyway. I believe it's just off to the side here, if I'm not mistaken. Not particularly well hidden. There we go. More level 1 key spheres. Huh. I think they're telling me I should probably use some of those. Which means I need to do some sphere gritting stuff. Okay. Now you'll notice up here a familiar sight. We've seen her before. Now before going on there, you may want to do a little bit of sphere gridding. I'm going to do that to end off the episode since I don't have time to go through all of her stuff there. we got Orin. Orin can go down here and pick up magic, and he's going to go there because he needs the accuracy, but the magic isn't really going to help him all that much. But yeah, he'll get all the things on there. Nothing particularly useful, and no strength. Okay, and as you can see, we just got some of them basic stats. A little bit of that. Only managed to make it up to the magic defense point. But yeah, we're a little ways off from his next bout of strength. I really dislike the way they do Orin's grid, where they give him crap for, you know, like 10 sphere levels, and then all of a sudden, oh, there's 4 strength to make up for the fact that you didn't get a strength increase over the last area and a half. I really wish they would have given him smaller amounts, but given them more often like they do with Waka and Titus. Unfortunately, Waka also doesn't get a whole lot early on in the game, which is rather unfortunate. Alright, here we've got some defense, some of that, a little bit of this, and we almost make it over there to her next spell. Okay, and so that's all we got for you. Magic defense, agility, more magic defense, more magic, and more magic defense. Next spell we'll get access to is the Cura spell, which we'll be able to heal ourselves a little better, so that's nice. Ah, Lulu. Lulu's going to get some more spells here, as you may guess, and a few more stats, and down here to the HP, at which point we will be making another move. Okay, so we learned Watera, Blizzara, got some evasion, magic defense, MP defense, more magic defense, and HP. Now, both Lulu and Yuna have about the same amount of HP, and they both have the same amount of HP remaining on their respective grids, 1,200 more, and they have about 1,400 now, leaving them relatively low on the HP scale. Now, Yuna has an ability, or has, based on how I'm going to use Sphere Grid, is going to go into someone else's grid to grab a couple of skills, and so I'm also going to pick up some HP for her while I'm there, since it's right there and easily to get. So I do want to get the HP sphere for Lulu, since she doesn't have that option. However, we're going to have to wait until all the way up there, because more important than that is the magic sphere. So now we got even more magic attack power, and she was doing a crap ton of damage to begin with, so that's really good for her. Kimahri, hopefully we will get closer to his ultimate goal here. Okay, still didn't get as far as I wanted to, unfortunately. But we did pick up a few more stats here and there, a little more strength, more defense, more HP. We learned the Extract Mana ability, which we could have gotten earlier depending on how we decided to move Kimahri. And we also got Scan and a little more accuracy. Now what I want to do is I want to pick up the Agility here, the HP here, then we're going to go this way. And then we're going to head down here. We'll pick up Jinx, which I'll use in one battle in the entire game. Some MP, some accuracy, some magic. And then we're going to go to the spot that he's actually going to move on with the Sphere Grid. He's going to get some magic, some agility, some MP, and he's going to head into the Thief path. Get Steal, get Use, and that's going to be his path for the rest of the game. This is the path I take almost every time with Kimahri, because I find it's the most versatile because of how you want to move him around early on. It gives him all the strength he needs to be one of your most powerful fighters early on. He gets a bunch of agility right now, gets some more accuracy, and then he moves into a path that gives him a bunch of HP and takes a while, but does get him a bunch of strength as well. It also makes him really fast, and that will be very useful for the few battles where you actually kind of need him to be in. But yeah, so unfortunately he's going to stick around here for a while. It's going to take him a little while to get over there. If you had taken like the direct road, I think he starts up here, if you'd shot straight down, you could have had Steel already. But I don't think that's particularly useful, because having the extra strength is going to be much more helpful, I think, in the short term. And still, like, even if you did go and get it right away, you're only going to get it in like the last area. That's probably when you would have ended up with Steel. So I don't really care for that. You're going to have to wait till you get level 1 key spheres. You can't get any of those until you make it to the High Road, Mi'ihen High Road. So that's the earliest chance you're getting, is the Mi'ihen High Road. Yeah, that's a few areas away, but still, we can always go back to the Mi'ihen High Road if we need to, and we will be going there in due time. Alright. Titus! I am going to get some stuff for Titus in the relatively near future. I may hold him back, but I am going to move him over here for now, since that would still have two... Yeah, that should work. I'll move him... You know what? I'm just going to hold off on it, because I said I wasn't going to be holding people back, and for the most part I'm not, but we're almost at the point where I'm going to get a whole bunch of stuff that potentially I may or may not get them. It all depends on how the Thunder Plains is to me, and for those of you who have played this game, you know what I mean. So anyway, Waka. Waka is going to open up... Are you already there? Yes. Nope, you are not there. Let's move over here, open up the level 1 key sphere here. This is going to give us access to some strength, not a lot of it, some agility, and then we'll move out here and get some more agility, hopefully, and move on toward that HP node. Well, I didn't get very far, but we got the strength and the agility and the magic. Woot. And that's pretty much it. Like I said, we'll hold on to Titus's there for a little bit, because we're going to be getting it. There's going to be a bunch of story in between, but we're not going to fight very many enemies in the meantime. So I would like to get those other spheres that I may want to use before I move him too much further. Anyway, that's pretty much all the time we have for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.